Hello, everybody. Peace upon you. Peace be upon you. I hope you're doing great and everything is going well. Inshallah, this time I'm not going to tell you the topic that we're
Mrs.
speaking
Aya,
about.
please, I can't hear anything.
No,
Okay,
sounds good for me.
you can just make sure to level up the volume. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you well.
Okay. So as I said, I'm not going to directly tell you the topic that we're speaking about today, rather inviting you to guess what it's going to be about. Okay. So let's stimulate our prior knowledge about the topic that we had last time and link it to the new topic. What I am doing right now is that I am giving instructions about a lead-in in two scenarios. Listen to the two scenarios, watch me giving the instructions for the two scenarios, and tell me, are my instructions effective or not, and why? On which scenario are my instructions considered effective? Why? And why do you think so? So what am I doing right now?
Now you're given a scenario
About what?
about the lead-in you want us to know, right?
Exactly. How many scenarios?
2,
Exactly. And what are you going to do?
to guess the topic.
Not really. What you're going to do is that you're going to tell me which scenario,
Oh yeah, is effective
on
or
which,
not effective?
yes, on which
Sorry.
on which scenario are my instructions considered effective.
Uh,
Okay, here you go. Let's start. Hello, everybody. How is it going? Are you interested in having a conversation before we start our session?
yeah.
Nice. So, with your friend, talk about a famous place you know, and answer those three questions. Can anyone read the first question for me? Just a second. Hmm. Huh. Can anyone read the first question for me?
What and where is the place?
Thank you. Can anyone else read the second question?
What can people do or see here, there?
Thank you. Can anyone else read the third one?
Why is
Why is it popular?
Thank you so much. So you have 5 minutes. Two of you ask each other the questions.
To see which one
when
is more
you
effective.
just a second, and when you're done, tell me, uh do you like the place your friend talked about? Why or why not? So what are you talking about?
Any place? Name any place?
Any place or a famous place, you know?
Okay.
Famous place.
Exactly. How many questions are you answering?
3.
3.
Are you talking with your friend or with your group?
No, just my friend.
And
Do you answer only or you ask and answer?
Ask and
Ask
answer.
and answer.
Yes. And how many minutes do you have?
5.
When you are done, what are you doing? When
With my
what are
friend.
you when you are done with the conversation, what are you
Share the
telling
place with
me?
you and the group. Share the place where we talked about with you and the group.
Okay, when you're done with the conversation with your friend, you're telling me
Yes.
something about yourself or about your friend?
Oh, the place
My
of
friend.
friends.
About my friend, yeah.
About the place that we are talking about.
About my friend. The place is
About
related
that.
to my friend.
Yes, exactly. About the place your friend talked about.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or
بالظبط.
not and why. Okay.
الصوت بيقطع جامد جدا. أنا هيكون خلص.
Maybe it's internet connection, يا ولاء. Can you hear me? Can you hear me well?
Yes, it's good.
Okay. So, okay. So, I need someone to talk with me.
Present Rini, if you want.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, here you go. And we start making the conversation together. Like, what's the famous place? Do you know? What do you know any famous place? Okay.
Qaitbay Sadadar. Say.
Yes.
Okay.
And you also ask me when I finish. You also ask me. Like,
Okay.
can you ask me now?
So what's your favorite place, or what's the place you recommend to talk about?
Love, love, love. Yes, thank you so
Yeah.
much. Now start talking together. Here you go. That's it. This is scenario 1. Consider my instructions. Are they effective or not? Just think about it. Let's be okay. Let's talk about scenario 2. I am giving also instructions as a teacher. Ready?
All right.
This is scenario 2. Hello everybody, how is it going? I'm really glad that I am meeting you today. I want you this time to talk about a famous place you know. I need you to answer 3 questions. The first question is what and where is the place? What can people do or see there? Why is it popular? To clarify, you are talking actually with your friend. You can talk with any friend you like, or to the friend next to you. Actually, I need you also to talk with your friend like for about 5 minutes, and you know, just when you're done, tell me about something you like about your friend, and tell me why. So can anyone would anyone like to talk with me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and that's it. And then let's talk. In your opinion, which scenario is better when it comes to giving instructions?
The first one.
course,
I
the
guess
first
the
one.
first
I
one.
think it's
You
The
were
first one.
organized, specific, your instructions are clear. So the first one, I like it more.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah,
So
you
Can I say something?
of course, yes.
Can I say something?
Yes, here you go.
First of all, scenario number 2 is highly TTT, teacher talking time, teacher centered the class. I felt confused. I cannot deal with the teacher. What do you want from me as a student? Nothing. You give me lots of instructions without to find out are the instructions clear for me or not? Did I get it or not? You just talk with yourself without considering to anything related to the students.
Yes, exactly. I agree with you.
The
That's awesome.
first one was clear enough. you determine everything. You divided the instructions. You use the CCQs. You ask it about the first things that you will do it, and you give hands for the previous person who was speaking with you that was it about this one or that one, and when he felt confused, you give hand to make it clear for him.
Okay, nice. That's awesome. So what do you think we're talking about today?
Famous place.
Giving instructions and how to use CCQs and ITQs.
Thank you so much. That's it. Okay, so today, as you said, we are talking about giving instructions. When do you think it's necessary to give instructions? What are the occasions?
When you ask students for a task.
Okay, just a second. Okay, can you first hear me well? Because most of you say that you can't.
Yes.
Yes.
Your voice is so
Yes,
clear.
yes,
Yeah.
no. It's very clear. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Okay. So maybe it's a connection issue. You make sure that you're connected to a good connection, like Wi-Fi or something, or if you have a issue with the Wi-Fi, you can connect by your data mobile phone. Okay, so yes. So what are the occasions on which we give instructions?
Okay, you answer?
After giving any activity or task.
Yeah. To have
Can
the
you
task,
name the
ask them
activity?
for those specific task.
Be specific, like name the activities.
Like
What kind of
Control.
activities?
They are gonna talk with each other inside the class in a group or pair work.
Exactly. What can we? How? What? What is this activity? Can like what? How can we name this activity?
Pair
Group
work,
work,
Like control.
group work.
Practice.
and
Okay.
visual work also. I think everything related to the session, not related to the students, is that they will do it by themselves. I have to give them the instructions.
Exactly. Yes. Let's be more specific. We give instructions in the leading stage. I have invited you to so we give instructions actually in the leading stage. Okay, and we give instructions. The vocab stage and the grammar stage is called the presentation stage. So we don't give instructions here. We rather give explanation and elicit from the students. So we only give instructions when it comes to conducting a lead-in, to conducting a control practice, less control practice, free practice, and receptive skill. So
Can
we
you hear
give
me?
yes, I can hear you.
Thank you so much.
So we give instructions on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stages of our lesson. Okay. Well, and now it's your turn. Think about, read this. This is actually instructions a teacher is giving. Okay, those are like instructions, written instructions. Read them thoroughly and tell me, are those effective instructions? Why and why not? What possible changes could you make to them? Do this alone. You have 3 minutes. So what are you doing right now?
We are gonna to skimming and read quickly as much as possible this passage, and then say, is it effective instructions or not?
Exactly. Thank you. How many minutes do you have?
2.
3.
3. Yes.
3.
There you go. Yes. Are you doing this alone or with your friend?
Alone.
Alone.
Individual.
Yes,
Alone.
exactly.
Alone.
Okay.
Are you done?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Who likes to start first?
After
Yeah.
I
I
think
read
they
these
are not
instructions, I got
effective.
lost.
Excuse me?
Okay, those are effective instructions. Okay, because they are really clear. Okay, but there is only one thing I would change, that I name at least 3 places, not to get the students to be confused or something. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll name 3 places to make it specific, because if I have a lot of students, okay, maybe they know many places, and the other one, let's say the tour guide don't know this place or that place. Okay, so I'll name 3 places. Okay, all of them know. That's it.
Could I share my opinion?
Of course, yes.
In my opinion, after I've read this instructions, I got myself lost, because I guess they are much more instructions, and the teacher should determine maybe from 1 to 3 instructions, no more than these instructions, to be specific in her instructions, and to be more effective.
I see. Who would like to share?
Me.
Can I
his
share,
opinion?
please?
I'm on the same page with
I
Miss Wala, on the same side. I think they should be more brief, short, and directly to the students, and divided into steps. If they got the first step, then I move to the second step, because not all the students can get or understand all this amount of directions or information. As for myself, I get lost, as Mr. said, and you have to divide them and make sure that they got the first step, and we move to the second step, and so on.
I think
Nice.
also there isn't a specific time set to do the task.
Exactly.
Yes, okay, nice. Well, now watch me giving the same doing the same activity but in different mode or in different scenario of giving instructions, okay? And interact with me as if you are students. Here we go.
Can I say something to make it effective approaches that you can use it?
Of course, yes. Here you go.
All right, for me in my class, I applied already. I had a jar and add the cards with A's and B's and let the students to choose them according to, sometimes according to colors and sometimes according to A's or B's and C's and so on. And after that, I ask them to pick what they want as a favorite color, for example, and I classify them. A's on the right, B's on the left, D's at the back. Now, and I told them I need A's here, B's here, D's here. After that, I ask it, A's you will do so and so, B's you will do so and so, and C's you will do so and so. And I check their comprehension. Have they got the idea or not? But to start with them at the beginning is that I'll give you the card and I need you to do 1, 2, 3, and after that, lots of instructions at the beginning will lead them lost. So we have to use the case approach. Keep it simple as you can. It will be more effective for students to give them short instructions with definite something to do.
Yes, I understand. Yes, that's awesome. Thank you so much for your sharing. Okay, now let's start. Okay. Hello, everybody. How is it going? Act with me as if you're students. Yeah.
Yes.
Great.
Really wonderful.
Great.
Thank
Great.
you. Yes, look at the picture. What do you see?
I can see
Pyramid.
There are
Pyramid.
two tourists and a tour. A tourist.
They
Nice.
look like they're tourists. And
I
Where
can
are
see the
they?
pyramids.
or something.
Where are they? Yeah.
Yeah, pyramids. Yeah.
In the pyramid, watching pyramid.
Yes.
In the
What do
hotel.
you think they? Yeah. What is this? Where are they? Like, are they on the bus? Or coach?
No.
Yes.
Yes, they are in the
like that.
bus.
Yes.
Yes, they
What
are in the bus.
what they see?
Not clear.
What are they doing?
They
Uh,
are going
He's
to
explaining some.
the pyramids.
Watching the pyramid.
Visiting the pyramids.
He refers to the pyramid.
Oh, okay. And what can we call this man?
Guide tour.
A tour guide.
If he's
Tour
explaining,
guide.
yeah, he's a tour guide.
Tour guide. Yes.
Tourist.
Nice.
Tourist.
I
And
think
this
he is
one
a
with the
tourist.
white
Tourist.
Tourist
hat.
man.
Tourist.
Tourist.
Exactly.
The
Yes.
tourist.
Okay. Well, so what can a tourist speak about?
What can what?
What
About
can a
the
tourist
pyramid.
speak about?
The place he's gonna visit.
So the tourist asks or answers questions.
No, he
Yes,
asks.
questions.
As
No,
many
He gives
questions as
he
can.
gives
Ask.
I
information.
think he asked questions.
Ask it.
What about the tour guide? Answers or asks?
Answers.
Answer
No,
the questions.
Answers.
Okay.
Explain. Answer the questions.
Okay. So those are two cards. What's written on this card?
Tourist.
Tourist and
Tourist.
tour
Tour
guide.
Tour guide.
Tourist. Tour guide.
Okay, look at me. Tourist, tour guide. You are a tourist, you are a tour guide. Huh? Then
yeah.
you are a
I want to be a tour guide.
tourist and you are a
tour
tour
guide.
guide. Yes, and take the handout from me.
No.
Giving them the handout.
Yes, we copy
Okay.
that.
Please, tourists, stand up come here to the right. Stand up in a line. And I'm going to stand up like that. I'm going to stand and tell them, okay, come behind me, make a line. So they make a line, okay? Tour guides, where are you? Raise your hands.
Here.
Here, right here.
Okay.
Here.
Okay, come here to the left. Make a line.
Okay.
Okay. Then look at each other. The tourist looks to the tour guide. Look at each other. Look. Okay. So talk, make a conversation as if you are a tourist and a tour guide. Talk to your friend. The tourist asks questions and the tour guide answers the questions. Okay. Talk in front to the friend in front of you. Talk about any ancient place. It doesn't have to be pyramids, any ancient place. When you're done, switch. So if you are the tourist, you will become
Tour guide.
Tourist guide.
And if you are a tour guide, you will become
Tourist.
You have 5 minutes. So where are you now? Are you in the class?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes,
No.
you are on a tour in a bus.
Yes.
Nice, sounds good. You are acting as
Tourist and tour
Tourist
guide.
or a tour guide.
tourists. Raise your hand. Where are you?
Here.
Tour guys, raise your hand. Where are you?
The right side.
Here.
The right
What
side.
can a tourist say? What can a tourist say?
Ask questions.
Ask a question.
What
Ask
can a
questions.
tour guide say?
Answer questions.
Okay, you're talking to the one next to you or in front of you?
In
front
front.
of you.
In front of you.
Okay, we are talking about pyramids only?
No.
In any
No,
with a place.
Any other place.
Nice. How many minutes do you have?
5 minutes.
Just only 5 minutes.
5
5
minutes.
minutes.
When you finish, you sit down?
Yeah.
No.
No, we
No.
swap roles.
No, we rotate. We shift.
Your
Change.
Yeah, we have to
Change the
switch.
places. Switch.
Exactly. Thank you. Here
But
you go.
when we switch, do we ask
We're
a
done.
question if I'm okay?
Yeah.
I have a question. Yeah, when I switch my position, if I'm the tour guide and I become the tourist, do I ask the questions about the same place that was
You
before,
are the tour
or
guide.
We're exchanging the jobs or just changing the places.
No,
Yeah.
you don't have to. You don't have to. Just just to speak about any place. Okay. We can set here a communicative outcome. We missed setting the communicative outcome since this is a lead-in actually. This can be considered as a lead-in. So tell me, do you like the tour guide? Would you like him to be your tour guide or not? And why? After when you're done. This can be the communicative outcome, okay? Can you mute yourself, please? Okay, now let's answer those questions.
Teacher should use as many sentences as possible.
Sorry, you are muted. You are muted, Miss Aya.
Okay, I was just saying that we need to add a communicative outcome because we can consider this as a lead-in. So that communicative outcome can be like, did you like your tour guide or not? Would you like to change them or keep them as your tour guide, and why? Okay, this can be a communicative outcome. Now, read and tell me, is it true or false? Can anyone read the first one?
Yeah,
the teacher should. Yes, the teacher should use as many sentences as possible to maximize our language exposure in the classroom.
No. too many sentences as possible. He is talking too much, right?
Yes, exactly. So this is false because but it's not. Yes, it's not the time to expose them to the language. You're exposing them to the language by other stages conducted in the classroom, not in the stage of giving instructions. You need to be concise and clear, and
to be specific to know the instructions.
yes, and the instructions should be short as much as you can. So you minimize your teacher talking time by not giving so many tenses. Okay, sentences. Second one,
The teacher should set up the classroom before the students have arrived.
Right. Yes, to not waste his time with his session time.
For sure.
Exactly.
sure.
Yes, true. Yes. Another
Everything
one
should be arranged before the class time.
Another one. Thank you, Wala. Yeah.
The teacher should use repetition to help the students understand them.
Yes, that's right.
In some stages, yes.
Not all the time. I think not all the time.
Not sure.
So
Not sure, yes.
what's the use of ICQs then?
Yes, we don't need to use
ICQs.
Instruction, chicken questions.
We should avoid repetition.
After giving the instructions.
Exactly. So this is false. Instead of being repetitive, you can give, you can conduct ICQs. You can ask ICQs to just elicit the answers and make them attentive again. Pay their attention again. Okay.
Okay.
Number 4.
The teacher
avoided
avoided
the linking words as such as and then and next to explain the task. Not sure.
Nope.
No,
Yeah, for me, yes.
She
To make
should
it,
use the future
more
tense.
clear.
when we ask the student, we use the future tense. What will you do?
What we are going to do? Something.
Yes.
Yes,
Actually,
I think it's right.
It's better to make it, it's actually neutral. It can be true, it can be false. If you're talking to higher levels, it's okay. If you're talking to lower levels, you can actually you can actually reduce the grammar to what they have been taught, like the present simple. Like, what do you do? Instead of saying, what are you going to do? Okay. The teacher used linking words such as then and next to explain the task.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
I think this is an action
Based on the level.
Specific.
You don't have to.
Order.
More accurate.
You don't have to. You don't have to. Because you give instructions in an imperative way, like one by one. You don't have to say next, you're maximizing the TTT, the teacher talking time. You don't have to. Okay. The teacher should use visual prompts to help understanding.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
no.
Yes,
Exactly.
and this is
But
called
not all the
testing.
time.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
Why not?
To attract them their attention.
Yes.
No, and giving an instruction or stage, we can use something like testing. I can show the students a picture to help them to know what are gonna do.
Exactly. Yes. Thank you.
And if
The
I
teacher.
have a ADHD, maybe a little bit child or a student, he also caring about the visual things or visual aids that keeps in memory, that helps him to know or understand what he's up to. Help me.
Let's delve deep into this point. Actually, in the lead-in stage, we have agreed that we need to make it visualized. In the control practice, less controlled and free practice, even the course book provides visualization to the exercise. And if there aren't any, it's better to bring them a picture or something, to elicit from them rather than telling them, show them rather than telling them. Like, for example, I need them to talk as a tourist and a tour guide. So please, I want you to talk as a tourist and tour guide. We can imagine that there is a tourist interested in the pyramids, and he asks questions about them, and the tour guide wholeheartedly answers him. He points to the pyramids. They are on a bus. They are on in a bus or in a coach. They are going on a tour. You know, I'm describing the picture. So why is that? Why always the يعني you needn't do all of this. Just bring them picture and elicit from them the description, you know?
Yeah, there is a proverb that
to
says
minimize
a picture worth
picture.
1,000 words. So yeah, I agree with
Yes. So if you could, if
It
you
will make
if
the
you
long
weren't
story short.
exactly, yes. So it's also help minimizing your TTT or teacher talking time. The teacher and also maximizes the student talking time, the STT. The teacher should check understanding by asking simple questions about the task.
Yes.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
a good,
And what do
This
we
is
call them?
great point.
true.
True.
What do we call them?
ICQs.
ICQs.
ICQ.
Okay, so before
ICQs.
I share with you the what makes our instructions effective, like what are the characteristics to give effective instructions. Can you tell me some points, some characteristics of a good instructions?
Specific instructions.
Okay, what else?
Timed.
Relevant.
Timed.
Yes.
Accurate.
Related to the
Measurable.
activity itself.
Specific.
Yes.
Valuable.
What do you mean
Clear
by it?
instructions.
Okay, how can you make it clear? Achievable, okay.
Relevant to the student's level.
Short sentences.
Exactly, yeah, thank you. Okay, now you said actually relevant to the student level. We can say this is graded, customized language, You said also short. We can say that you just give them 3-word sentence. Can you notice my instructions here? Like you act as a tourist and a tour guide. How many words here? Like exclude the like as and a and. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maximum 4. Between 3 and 4 words in one time. The tourist points out and asks questions. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The tour guide gives information. 1, 2, 3. Talk to the friend in front of you. Talk is 1, friend 2, front 3. Talk about any ancient place. Talk 1, ancient 2, place 3. When you're done, switch. Done and switch. That's it. That's what is going to stick to their minds. So 2 questions. You have 5 minutes. 1, 5, 2 minutes, 3. Okay. So it's important to shorten the instructions to a sentence between 3 and maximum 4 words. If they are longer than this, so there is something you need to review. You need to note down your instructions and eliminate unnecessary words. That's why we said when we say next and then you don't need to say next and then. Okay, why? That's
عليكم السلام. Is it? طيب
because
ماشي.
mute yourself.
متوقع.
Mute yourself.
متوقع دي عايزة تبات.
دولة بتعيط ولا حاجة؟
يا سلام.
ولا عيطت أصلا. أنت بتقولي بتعيط من شوية.
Okay, and instead of saying next and then, just give it in an imperative form. Imperative form. Where is the imperative form here?
You unmuted me.
Number
Can you hear me?
11.
Number
Yeah.
11. Yes,
No.
imperative form. Like
Yeah.
when I said, like, we can revisit the instructions again. Okay, like talk to the friend in front of you. Talk. I didn't say I need you to talk to. Actually, what I am expecting you to do is I will show you a picture about you are going to. Do you know, I will show you it now. No, you don't have to, what we call it? Echoing, no. I can't remember.
You mean stuttering?
It's not stuttering. I can't remember. I will revisit it and I'll tell you the exact term for it. Okay, so you don't have to you don't have to tell them I need to remember it. I need you to do so. This actually maximizes the TTT, the teacher talking time. Just give them the order in a kind way, in a like with your body language, you're going to make it friendly. Okay, you don't have to say to them, okay, talk to about an ancient place. No, talk about any ancient place. You don't have to say kindly, please, no, next, then. Or you don't have to say, I need you to talk about. This is maximizing the TTT. Like imperative form
You mean
helps you. Yeah.
as an order?
Imperative forms helps you to minimize teacher talking time. Okay.
Yes, it's just that we don't use filler words. That's it.
Exactly, yes. I really need to remember the term. Okay. Reduce TTT by not expanding the filler words. Employ eye contact, gestures, miming, and visual aids. Don't move a lot. Like if you moved a lot, you're going to feel that you are anxious or worried about something. Rather, centralize yourself and stay still. Move when it's necessary. Keep a normal pace and clear tone of voice. You don't or you neither speak out loud nor speaking too slow or too fast or too quiet. Don't seem impatient. Like when your students share with you something, just listen to them. Give them the time to express themselves. Like balance between saving time and not deviating from your own topic, and at the same time that you are being patient to them. Okay, customize and grade your language. So when I said here to clarify half of you will be A's. So to clarify, and in pairs actually is not graded language. You don't need to say pairs because maybe they will not, especially lower levels, will not know what's the meaning of pairs. You need to replace it with another graded word choice. You can say together. You can say with your friend. You don't even say with your partner because they don't know the meaning of the partner. So with your friend, together, and employ. I don't know if you can see me on the camera or not, but employ then while giving the instructions, the gestures like together, and do this with your hand. Okay. To clarify, you don't have to say it at all. Just give an imperative order form of sentence, you know. Okay. لا شوفوا لا. Okay, and then we keep it super simple. We call it we have an abbreviation for this. We call it KISS. Keep for K for keep, I for it, S for super, S for simple. By avoiding advanced structures. So to clarify is a phrase actually. So we don't have, like, if we go back to the instructions here, advanced instructions can be actually observed here by saying, okay, okay, when I say barrel to each other, no, don't say this because it's not customized language. Rather say in front of each other, and also highlight this or paint this or depict this by your gestures. Okay, so when we say actually, so to clarify, half of you, okay, any compound or complex sentences, I don't spot here any complex or compound sentences, just give simple sentences. You don't have to use compound sentences. You are not writing a paragraph or an article. You're not required to show your competence or to show off that you are a competent teacher. No, we know that you are a competent teacher. You will not be a teacher unless you are you enjoy a good level of English language. So you don't need here to show off in front of your students. It's not time to show off. Like good teacher will not show off. Will just simplify. Well, it's the skill of simplification, not the skill of showing off your language. So you don't need at all to use compound or complex sentences with when, like when I say any complex sentence. I don't have in mind something right now, but when I say here you're going to swap and take turns, maybe swap is a bit not clear for them. So you can say switch and also employ your body language and highlight it or depict it with your gestures. That's it. Okay. What else? Chunk your instructions. Chunk your instructions mean to divide it, as you said before. Let's get back to it. Do you see the difference here between those instructions and those instructions? Like this is in a form of paragraph, actually. What are you going to do is to put you in pairs. You just say in together with your friend. All of this sentence is unnecessary. You just say with your friend. That's it. So, and then stop, pause a little bit, and then say the other 3 words, then pause and say the next 3 words. Like you're not giving a lecture. Like, for example, here, talk to the friend in front of you. Talk about any ancient place. When you're done, switch. You have 5 minutes. So I'm chunking, I'm dividing them. Rather than saying, okay, I want you to talk about a friend in front of you. When you're done, talk about any ancient place, and then switch. Don't forget that you have 5 minutes. You don't have to do all of this. Give the 3 words, the 3-word sentence, pause, and move to the another 3-word sentence. Why is that? Because actually, the student will not. If I told you, okay, I have met today, or I met ولاء, سناء, بهاء, علاء, علياء. How many names do you remember? Can you tell me?
5 ولاء سناء علياء.
ولاء بهاء سناء علياء.
3 words only, right? 3 words only. You could remember 3 words only.
ولاء علاء علاء
لمياء.
بهاء.
No, I didn't say لمياء.
سناء.
Okay. The point here, the significance here is that you remember, you did remember 3 words only. You don't require your students, you don't request your students to remember more than you couldn't remember. So that's why we chunk it, we divide it, we pause and give another 3 words. 3-word sentence, okay? Because they will never remember more than 3, maximum 4. Use imperative form, but in a nice way. Limit the task by giving time frame, like you have 5 minutes. Don't ever like give the task without setting a time. It will be a hassle, really, and you will waste so much time, and you will not be able to cover all your lesson plan. Say the pattern. The pattern is when you say with your friend, with a group, alone, and don't say individually, because unless you are with a higher level and they do know the exact meaning of the term individual. Okay. Check understanding is very important. ICQs. Okay, how do I check understanding? Let's delve deep into it, since we have highlighted it very quickly. Do you remember the 3 main points we resort to when giving ICQs? Do you remember them? Do you want me to go back to the slide? No, it's not here. Can you remember?
To be
Are you
specific.
asking about the
Do you remember when I said task time pattern? When you ICQ, you ask about the task.
Yeah, about the time
and
pattern.
then the time, and then the pattern. Okay.
Yes.
And when you give instructions, you go with the same sequence. You give the, like, here. We have given the task when I said here, talk about any ancient place. Okay, this is the task. It's actually sometimes it's preferable to tell the pattern first, since you are going to divide them, so it's reasonable to tell it first. So and tell the time at the end of it. When you ICQ, you go asking about the same exact sentences that you stated. You're going to ask about the task, which is talking about incident at any ancient place, and then the pattern, which was giving in a form of talking to a friend, and then the time, which was stated as having 5 minutes to talk. So we simply said, where are you now? Or you are acting as. Okay, when you ICQ the task, what type of questions do you need to ask? You can ask a WH question and try to give a simple a simple grammatical structure. Don't use, as we said, advanced grammatical rule like future simple if they haven't learned anything about it before. Just use present simple in your WH questions, like where are you now? What do you do? If you're not able to employ the present simple into the question, you can switch to another form of questioning the students, which is fill the gaps. You are acting as and stop, pause, and they will complete. As a tourist and tour guide, miss, so you have the freedom to choose whether to ICQ the task by giving WH questions or filling the gap questions, or multiple choice questions like are you talking about a place or an event? Is it an ancient place or a modern place? This is another way of just saying, okay, what do you do or what are you going to do? And just generally ask about it. If you actually can make the question more specific, it's okay. If you don't stutter or don't stop, just you can risk yourself, but just ask. But by just asking, what are you doing or what do you do? But if you do know, if you did note the instructions previously prior to that, and you have planned them beforehand, and you had time for preparation, you can actually have other types of asking about the task. Like, as I said, you can say multiple choices, fill in the gap, WH questions, or let's invite this multiple choices. Yes, that's it. Asking about and then ask about the time and the pattern. Where is the time and the pattern here? Like, how many minutes do you have? The pattern, when I said you're talking to the one next to you or in front of you. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's it. Now let's divide you into two breakout rooms. You have two scenarios. Read them thoroughly and say which of those two scenarios would be easier to understand and why. This or this. Okay? I'm dividing you into breakout rooms right now. So what are you doing right now?
Divide ourselves into two groups.
Yes, I'm dividing you.
We will divide us into two groups and decide which task is more effective than the other instructions.
Yes, take a screenshot. All of you.
I think you
this is scenario one.
Could you make it larger? Because it's not clear for me.
Yes, it's not clear.
Take a screenshot individually because all of you will share his or her insights.
Okay.
Are you all done?
Can you enlarge it, please?
Maximize the screen, please.
screenshot and zoom it.
Is that better?
Mm,
Just a second.
thank you.
Yes.
No. Again, enlarged again.
Okay.
Yes, that's it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you done?
Yep.
All of you? Yes?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And the other
Yes.
one is that. Just seconds. Here you go. Done?
Yep.
Yes. All of you?
Just a sec.
All of you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
For me, so you.
No.
No? Okay. Done?
Yes, done.
Okay. So the question again, which of the two scenarios would be easier to understand and why? Okay. Now let's divide you into breakout rooms. We are 40, so let's divide into 4. Participants have been assigned. Okay, you can join now. We're moving people to their assignments.
Anyone here?
Hello, yes. Okay, what is the task, please? Can you explain it for me? Just which one is the best scenario, right?
Yes. Which one is more easier? This is the first one. Is it clear?
Okay, if you screenshot, can you share the screen because I can't see it?
Yes, I share it. I already share it. Can you see it? Is it clear, Miss Manor? Anyone here?
Hello, Miss Aya.
Hello. Okay. I have actually remembered the term. It's commentating. Commentating when you tell the students instead of rather showing them, and when you go on telling what you need to do. Like for example, I will show you a picture. I will give you instructions about so and so. Okay, I will write on the board. Okay, so go and write on the board. You don't have to say it, you know. This is commentating. This is called commentating. So please don't commentate. Okay. How far?
Miss Aya, excuse me.
Mm.
Can you say it again? Commentating. What does it mean?
Commentating is
Wait.
when you tell the students don't commentate. Second, it's reduce TTT and avoid commentating. Yes. So commentating is when you simply tell the students what you are going to do and expand the filler words and expand the ados or the ados before you start giving your instructions. Like for example, you have you start by saying, okay, I am going to tell you that I need you to do that. I need you to do okay, let me give you a version of it. So commentating is that instead of saying talk about any ancient place, you will say, I need you to talk about an ancient place. What are you going to do is that I need you to talk about an ancient place. No, if you are planned, you will never do so. If you have already beforehand written your own instructions, you will never do so. Because if the indication the indication of commentating or commentating is an indication of being unplanned. So what are we going to do is, this is commentating. Put you in pairs. Just go ahead and put them in pairs. Just, I told you what you tourist, tour guide, tourist, tour guide, tourist, tour guide. And parallel to this, I am giving you cards to just remember your rule. Even I will not say tourist and tour guide again. I will let you say it because I have said so. I have said it before. Like I said, you've watched me. You've noticed me saying this to your colleagues or to your classmates. So in the when it's when the time when I talk to you, when it's time to talk to you or address you, you will then notice that you are the tourist in turn. Like for example, you'll say, okay, you tourist guide, and then you are, the student will say tourist. Okay, and the next student, and you, tour guide, miss. Okay, so instead of saying, I am going to divide you into groups or into pairs, just divide them, show it, don't tell it. This is commentating. So commentating when you tell and don't show. When you give ados, like I'm going to tell you that you need to do so and so. And thirdly, when you describe your own activities, like I am writing this word on the board, I will show you a picture, I will I will open the PC, I will turn on the PC, I will level up the volume. You don't have to do all to say all of this. And respect silence. Sometimes silence prevails. It's okay, actually. It's okay. Never mind. If there is silence for 2 minutes or 3, it's okay. It's not a bad thing. Yes, Nada?
Okay, now I'm a little bit confused. Okay, so should I suddenly put them into, assign them into rooms and don't tell them before what they're going to do? Suddenly I put them into room or assign them into room and let them tell them now I'll assign you into room to do blah, blah, to discuss this together. Now I'm confused. What should I do and I shouldn't do?
Okay, you can actually divide them, make the lead-in first, like as we have done so here. Okay, so what we have done is that we have given a lead-in for the activity by eliciting the context. We have set the context. Now they know what they are. What context are they speaking about? They are not speaking about an event. They are speaking about a place. The context is not in the class. It's about a tour. Okay, and then divide them and then give instructions. So context. Don't divide until you say the context. And then divide them and then give the clear instructions. Okay, is this answering your question?
Yes, thanks a bunch for you.
You're welcome. Okay, who else? There were the Saba.
Yes, hello, Miss Zaya. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you for asking.
Thank you for your nice session. I'm really enjoyed with you today. I'm also confused about commentating. I don't understand. Do you mean in this task about the tourist and tour guide, or as a general in the class when we enter our class between us and our student? I can't understand this point.
Commentating, when you say here, what we are going to do is to put you in pairs. This commentating.
In this task 1, you mean, or as a general in the class?
When giving instructions, don't commentate.
Yes, anywhere when
don't take it as a rule. Don't tell, just show. Don't say, just do.
Oh, okay. For example, if I want to make warm up in the first of the class, for example, for 3 minutes or 2 minutes before the lesson. Do you know our classes? It's so many students in the class, and you can't control them when you enter and give them instructions directly. We have so many students in our class, maybe 80, maybe 90.
Yes, okay. Yes. So this actually will encourage you not to commentate, because you need to keep it concise and precise. Because if you commentated, you will distract them and you will lose their attention right away. You will need to set them quiet again, and you will need to give them instructions again. Commentating will waste your time because you will commentate. They will be distracted because you're commentating and increasing the TTT with no point at all.
Yes.
And then you will be pushed and you will be forced to get them quiet again and get them discipline them again. And
Yeah.
then when you discipline them, you will go again into the same circle.
In the same circle, yes. I get your
Commentating
point.
and
Yeah.
then the students are being distracted, and then you discipline them. And you start commentating from the very beginning, and so
I
just
get your
give them the orders in an imperative way. Okay, students, here you go. Hello, look at the picture. So just to grasp their attention by looking at the picture, this will actually like force them and let them be interested in looking at the picture. They will stay quiet because they love looking at the picture. And
yes.
if they
So
keep, just bring materials that are relevant to them, and
Yes.
vice versa.
so
Yes.
Thank you so much. I get
instead
your
of
point.
saying, so what I get is that instead of saying, okay, now I'll show you a picture and I want you to describe it, so that's wrong. And the right thing is that I show the picture without saying something, and okay,
Exactly.
I want you now to describe the picture.
No, just look at the picture. What do you see? That's it.
Okay.
In an imperative way, three-word sentence.
Okay, I wanted to say something.
If you still need to prepare your slides, keep it silence.
Okay, may I say something?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, please, I wanted to say something that what is the difference between lead in and warm up? Because there is a little bit difference between them, and there is a comment on this. This is the first one. You said before there is no commentating on the vocab. Okay.
Yes.
This is a point. The third point I wanted to explain it, and is that how to explain grammar in an effective way, because I have a really a big issue in that. Number 4, how to be more attentive, okay, or being the student more attentive with me, because sometimes losing attention, okay, and when I do the activity and when the time I do activity in similar in effective way, or in in the exact time, okay, because there is a little bit difference also between the activity and the warm up. Okay, can you get it? My point?
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna start by telling you the difference between warm up and lead. Okay, both the similarities between lead-in and warm-up, that first of all, both of them are educational games or educational visualization. Okay. But the lead-in is related to the theme, while the warmer is not related to the theme. It can be revision for the last session, or it can be just a game to, yes, most of the time it's a revision about what have been taught before. Okay. So that's the clear difference, the significant difference about the lead-in and the warm-up, that the lead-in is related to the theme, the warm-up is not related to the theme. And the icebreaker, you do it in the first session only to just get them getting know each other, and it's conducted in the first session only. Warm-up, you may do it in the first 2 sessions, sorry, in the first 3 sessions, as a kind of recapping what have been taught, but it's not leading or paving the way to the topic that will be taught. Okay. When it comes to grammar, how you teach the grammar, we're going to explore this in next sessions, inshallah. What was the third question?
The third question, how to make the student be attentive, okay, all the time of the session, such that the time of making the or doing doing the activity Okay, I do the activity at the first of the session or at the final or at the end of the session. What is the exact time of the activity?
Okay, so have you attended the first session with us?
Yep, okay, I know the answer. This is after I explain the lesson, I will do the activity, okay? That's my answer. Is that correct? Yeah, right. I have attended the last session and the lead in and the process of lead in and after that the vocab and the grammar and so on. Yeah.
Yes. So after presenting the vocabulary, you do control practice. And after presenting the grammar, you also do the control practice. After presenting both the vocabulary and grammar, after you're done with both of them, you go to the list control, the free practice, and then the receptive skill. How
Can I say
would
something?
you,
Okay,
yeah, how would you keep them attentive? First of all, by visualization. Second, by element of competition, like it's better to write their names in a heart or in a star on the board. Like if they answered you, you will write, okay, so you're a queen. If you are talking to kids, you're a queen. Or for example, they will keep attentive in the leading stage. When we come to explain how to teach a grammar and vocabulary, I will tell you how to have them be attentive in this particular stage, okay? But in the lead-in, they will have to be attentive because they are engaged in an activity. They will be busy with it. Okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Excuse me?
She also can use Energizer.
Energizer, yes, exactly. Energizer actually is done in between the stages, especially after the break. If for the mere aim of having them just restore their energy again and be active again. It can be like it doesn't have to be an educational game at all. It's not an educational game.
Yeah,
it's a mere game.
That they are asleep.
Yes. Okay. And Manar or or Basma or Mr. Abdurrahman. Unmute yourself. You're raising your hand.
I'm here.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum.
Or
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Hello, Saif.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, firstly, I thank you for such a fruitful session, but there is a point I want to discuss with you. When you kindly set up the task, we're supposed firstly to give students like maybe a couple of minutes to think about the task before giving them ICQ, because then they gonna be well prepared and gonna be more engaging. So firstly, when setting up the task, I'm supposed to give students like maybe a minute or a couple of minutes to think firstly about the task before giving him the pattern of discussing. So I think it's really important. What's your opinion on such a point?
Yes, we are jumping into the freer practice then. One of the characteristics of the freer practice is to give them time for preparation.
But I think it's supposed to, yes, I think it's supposed to be done in each stage, whether be in leading or before any phase. Not only freer practice or productive task.
Okay, let's think together. Now, leading is already stimulating their prior knowledge, and they already have prompts, so they don't have to prepare. They can speak right away.
Okay, so let's discuss about the benefit of such, step. When I make students think about the answers, Here, they are going to be well prepared and attentive more. And when they finish, I'm asking them to raise their hands. So when raising their hands, this is going to be like lessen the timing. I mean, it's not going to be time consuming. And when they went to breakout rooms, they're supposed to be time bound. When coming back, I'm going to give them on a spit feedback, and I know it's not needed in leading. So I think this one of the benefits of making students firstly to think about the task in any phase of the lesson.
Okay, I agree with you to some extent. It depends actually. From my own humble opinion, maybe you have already practiced this and you're already acquainted with this on your own teaching style. But from my own humble opinion, I believe that it's required only on certain stages, not all the stages, because on control practice, when we and on upcoming sessions, inshallah, when we discover how to give control practice, we're going to revisit again the way of giving instructions. So when we give control practice, actually we go through something called think, hear, and share. Think here is a form of preparation, actually.
Yes, it's a strategy, I know, but when thinking, firstly, when make a student think firstly about the task in any phase of the lesson, this make him more attentive because he has here a purpose for such a phase. Yani instead of showering him with ICQ, whether using the KI as tactic or making it just simple, when giving him a time to think, this is making him more attentive because they have here a purpose to do.
In the lead-in, let's speak specifically about the lead-in. In the lead-in stage, I believe that the prompts actually and the visualization as well as the communicative outcome is what keeps them attentive, and you will not have time. They will also not have time to prepare, since you're just stimulating prior knowledge. This is the first thing. The second thing is that they already have the questions on the board, and they will just converse with their partners directly, and they will use what they have from their prior knowledge,
Okay, so let's have a scenario.
Yeah.
Let's have a scenario for leading in. Suppose now I'm asking him about the what do you think the place is? Okay. They're just firstly going to think. When thinking here, they are going to be more engaged. While being in breakout room, they are going to discuss. When coming back, I'm just going to ask them, what have you talked about? Some students I'm going to say, we'll talk about blah, blah, blah. Other students I'm going at the tutor say, do you agree with them who had another opinion? Here, I share lots of ideas without making students repeat their ideas. And at the same time, they got new ideas. Got me? So firstly, I think they think, and then bear, and then I'm going to share the answers that I got without making repetition here, because when students repeat the same answers, the session may be dull or somehow.
I understand. Okay? I agree with you to some extent, but when we're talking specifically about the lead-in, you are confined by the time frame element, limited by this. So just we need to make sure that we're not exceeding the 5 minutes. We don't have time to let them prepare. We don't have time to give much bombard them with much instructions. We don't have them to. We just need to make sure that it's between 5 to 7 minutes maximum, and those minutes are for them to speak. That's all. So you just need to give the instructions within 2 minutes and then let them speak for the other 3 minutes.
Or when I have, well, I'm supposed to be time bound. I'm going to have like a couple of minutes to think, and 2 minutes for breakout rooms, and a minute for giving feedback. I know it's not needed here in leading in. So I got here 5 minutes. 2 minutes or a minute to think. This is gonna become more engaged, and the 2 minutes in breakout rooms. Because I noticed here in the leading in, when you just shower us with the ICQ, we all answered on a shot. So there was like noise or maybe like a kind of repetition. Okay. Yeah, I think a lot of answers were repeated. So if I give students like a time to think, and then على طول make them go to breakout rooms, they share the scholars. When coming back, I'm just asking them to raise hands or make one of each group speak up for the whole group, and then ask other attendees if they share the same ideas or other opinions. That's it.
Okay, what about conducting a lead-in and inviting us to just attend it, share your experience, okay?
Again,
like
please.
If you have some insights about this particular point, you can conduct a lead-in in front of us and share your experience with us. Just show us instead of telling us.
The core of the lead-in is going to be a visit to a different place. Firstly, I'm going to give give him like a kind of visualization.
You can bring your material, and I will let you share screen and conduct it in front of us next time, inshallah.
I can share my next session. Okay, no problem. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Most welcome, Ms. A.
You're welcome. Okay, Basma Abdurrahman. Let's take Basma. Sorry, Abdurrahman, because he raised hand first. Hello, Abdurrahman.
Okay, hello. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
First, I'd like to thank you so much for your efforts, and I'm sorry for being late because I had private lessons. I appreciate your efforts and thank you so much. I have 2 questions, please. I know there are a variety of models in explaining the lesson. PP, TT, TBP, okay? PP like presentation practice. I know presentation practice. I forgot this model. Presentation practice. Production, okay? TT test, teach test, or task teach test. And TPP test. What are the differences between these models? And this is the first question. The next question is, we have some strategies are called control practice and semi-control practice. It can be freer practice, okay, I know that. So what are the differences between these models? And this is the second question.
Actually, Mr. Abdurrahman, all of this are going to be explained in upcoming sessions.
Yeah.
Like, I will give you a brief summary about what's going on. Like, when we talk about tab, those are the approaches that we're going to explore. When we're talking about Amir, those are the approaches that we're going to explore. And then we're going to talk about controlled and less controlled practice, think, bear, and share, and giving instructions again. Free practice, we're going to talk about the receptive scale, and the stages of it. So don't worry, we're going to explore this in the upcoming sessions when it's time to it. Okay?
Yeah, okay. If is it fine if I missed, if I don't have time in the session and I missed semi-controlled practice? Is it okay, or I have to use?
Actually, it's essential to give them control practice, but it's okay if you don't have time to jump from the control practice to the free practice if they are higher level. If they are lower level, you can exclude the free practice and give the less control practice after the control practice right away. So you can choose between excluding the less controlled or semi-controlled or the free, but it's essential to conduct the control.
So free practice focuses on productive or receptive skills.
Productive.
Productive, yeah. So control practice focuses on receptive skills, yeah.
Control practice actually checks the understanding of the items that have been taught, like for vocabulary, for grammar. It's very specific. It's very modeled answers, one model answer. And we can say it's productive or receptive since it tested the understanding of the students on the particular items that have been taught.
Yeah, so I have to reinforce the meaning and the form in control practice. Is that okay?
Or reinforce meaning and form. Yes, exactly. Yes. Because meaning, like when we teach the vocabulary, maybe the mute, maybe the echo is because Mr. Abdurrahman has an echo himself or so. I don't know. So maybe that when we talk about the vocabulary, yes, you reinforce meaning. Form when we talk about the grammar. Sometimes you form about talking about the meaning if you are inviting them to write the spelling. But we focus more on the meaning and message when it comes to vocabulary. Especially when teaching pre-intermediate and elementary stages, and up to this. Form, as I said, when we teach a grammar. That's it.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thanks.
You're most welcome.
Thank you so much.
Hello. طيب. Who needs Basma?
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
It's all my pleasure to join you here, and it's an incredible honor to be one of your participants here. So let me thank you so much about this course. It's really appreciated that it's all for free. And secondly, I wanted to ask just a simple question. Is it right way to ask them, pay attention to me, or calling them one by one if I didn't get their attentions, like Ahmed, look at me please, or listen to me girls, or like so, or
you can do it in an implicit way, like in indirect way, in an indirect way. Like for example, when someone is not paying attention, you just, as you said, or as you have referred, just call them by name, and instead of saying listen, you can alter this to, okay, look to the picture, tell me. You can ask them direct questions. Then it's good then to, I believe it's not good to spot students, but I believe that it's useful then to spot them, like give them question, and instead of saying listen, do you understand? We have agreed before that we don't say listen and do you understand, okay, and like something like that. When you give them a question, you will force them to listen to you and pay attention to you, and at the same time you will be having an outcome that can be measured for you as a teacher, and for them to feel that they have done something good and they will continue the momentum. So they feel proud about themselves. Okay, and they may would like to continue at being attentive to you.
Yeah, got it. So unfortunately, it's my first time to join here. But I get it lately actually. So all my
I'll send the record inshallah, but I will not send it on the group because they haven't attended and they are relying on the record, you know. They told me that we are 200 people to attend and I had to switch to Teams despite of the fact that I can't use it just to satisfy them, and they haven't attended and they rely on sending them the record. So I'll see. Don't worry, I will give it to you. Just text me on WhatsApp.
Okay, the second question, please. Is it right way asking them a feedback for me or for my explanation, especially or specifically for that lesson at the end of the lesson?
You're going to make like about what we call wrap up, not warm up, wrap up.
I wanted to take a feedback to get a feedback for me from them, like maybe there is something they do still need to get from me in my clarification way or clarifying way, but I lost it or something like that.
So you can actually do this by drawing two faces on the or three emojis on the board. Smiley face and like neutral face and dissatisfied face, and advise them to tick on the face that represents them most. And leave a comment on the board. And you can take a photo or take a picture of this for your reference. Or you can hand out, if they are not kids, if they are adults, you can hand out some feedback papers to them. You can just invite them to talk to you in a collective way. Like don't tell them, give me a feedback about my performance. That would be actually not for your own sake or not for your own interest. Rather, alter this to the fact that you're inviting them to or just tell them what the most did you like about the session, what the thing that you liked the most, what the thing that you liked the least, and what's the thing that you would like to have next time.
Yeah. Appreciate it, and all my thanks for you.
You're most welcome. Okay, got it.
Hello. Yes, hello,
Hello,
Miss Aya. How are you?
I'm fine,
Thanks for your great effort.
You are most welcome.
Okay. Actually, I have a problem. After I give my students the task and give them the instructions and make sure that they understand them very well, and I divide them, for example, in 3 groups, and also I give them time. I limit the task with a specific time, for example, for 15 minutes. After they finish, and the first group report to the class or present to the other groups. Here is my problem. The other 2 groups don't listen well to the group that present. They are like discover some mistakes. So they want to be the best. So they still discuss in the task.
Okay, so
how
you can tell the
solve
other
this problem? Sorry?
You can tell the other group that is listening tell them, okay, you are the teacher now. I'm not the teacher. take notes and put prompts on the board or in a handout for the things that they're going to take notes about. Like, for example, make a checklist for them. Okay, so you're the teachers now. Tell me some if they could follow this checklist. For example, their pronunciation, their body language, their. I used to do this with actually high level class. I used to put the checklist on the board and tell them, okay, you're going to give them the feedback, not me. So check whether they have followed the checklist or not. And I board okay, pronunciation, body language, meaning, and then tell me after they finished, we have collective feedback with the group that was listening, not the group that was presenting, and they start giving me feedback. They will be forced to keep attentive to the group that is presenting, because they need to assess them. They need to evaluate them, because you have given them a task themselves before starting. Or just give them a communicative outcome. Like, instead of checklist, you can tell them, tell me, do you agree with them or not, and why? Let the group that is presenting ask them questions, like put from among the checklist a very important rule that if you need your presentation to be evaluated in a high standard, or considered as a good presentation, engage the other team by asking them or bombarding them with so many questions. I used to do this with higher level students in conversational classes.
Yes.
I told them, when you are preparing your presentation, make sure to engage the other team. If you couldn't engage the other team, then there is something missing in your presentation, and this will be de-evaluated when reviewing your presentation. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay. The second question, please. And in every task, in every activity, should I choose the best group? Or it's not important? I mean, and after they finish, they ask me who is the best, who's the best, and what's our prize, for example, or present. And I didn't do that in every activity.
You can
So in every
inform
task, choose the best, or what? I don't know.
You don't have to say the best. Just use a positive language, because this may be remarked as negative language, because the best would actually mean that the other team is not the best, and they are there is superiority here. Like, there are people who are superior and inferior, but rather tell them that, okay, the winning team, the other team shall, don't say winning even, you can say the other team shall bring the first team a chocolate. This is your this is your assignment, like assign them to bring the other team chocolate. That's it.
The winners?
The winners, but don't say they are winners. Say to the other team, okay, bring to your classmates chocolate. You don't have to mention who is the winner and who isn't the one, who is the loser. Don't use this remarks. You just tell them, like, Send me on WhatsApp. Send me on WhatsApp. You just give, just tell them to bring them like to bring them like chocolate. Write feedback about them. Okay, tell the other group to write notes about their performance and give it to them. Write remarks, write feedback about your about
Yes.
the other present the about the other group that was presenting, you know.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're most welcome. Okay. طيب let's بقى assign you the homework. Please take a screenshot of it and send me sorry, take a screenshot of it. The second. So what do you see? What is this?
Classroom management.
No.
Task 3.
What? No.
This is the screen.
Okay. What are those about? Like, what are those words about?
Excuse?
No. General instructions. Like the teacher is given instructions. Yes, giving instructions. Okay, so you shall I don't have to say you shall, just imperative way, in a nice way. Read it thoroughly and answer those questions. Can you read the first one?
Do you think this is effective way of giving instructions?
Yes. The second?
Okay. After this, if possible, act as if you're giving instructions, work in groups. And that one I can see.
Work alone. Okay, so you're going to do this as an assignment. And next time you are changing them and giving instructions and engaging us, act as you are the teachers and we are your students. So next time, are you commenting or acting?
Acting.
Exactly. So you can take a screenshot right now. Just a second, let me.
Miss Aya, are you gonna send the PowerPoint or not?
The PowerPoint, no, actually, but I can send the audio, the video. Okay, can you take a screenshot?
Wait a second.
Are you done?
Yes.
All of you?
Yes.
So far, we are. Our assignment is to read this passage and try to this module. Okay.
Give instructions.
Do you
Give
hear me?
instructions. Yes, give instructions. Act as if you are within a class.
And make them instructions and yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so.
Could you please, Miss Aya, maximize it and share it?
Yes, of course.
Thanks.
Hey, can you see it now?
Yeah.
Actually, there is something in this app. Something.
I will send it. I will send it again on WhatsApp group. Okay.
Thanks. Thanks.
Okay, or take a screenshot and zoom it on the mobile.
Yes.
Will be okay.
Okay. Stop recording. Just a second.